The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17.
What it do, what it do, Raider Nation for life? What it do? It's your boy Dirty Man, live in the building after the game, post-game show. Raiders literally go out and choke the shit out of the LA Chargers, bro. I literally mean strangled the life out of these niggas until like the last like garbage time touchdowns that they got, bro. I swear for God, nobody expected this at all. I was on a show earlier with my boy RaiderBen. I said maybe 3 touchdowns, 2 on offense, 1 on defense. Never did I expect the defense to go out and put up 2. I thought I was just bullshitting when I said 1, but they put up 2 motherfucking TDs. And then the offense, I don't know where they came from. I don't know what they took before the game. I don't know what they've been on all week. But man, they came out and balled. I mean, balled. I gotta take my hat off for the offensive line today, man. I've been ragging on them. I've been shitting on them. I've been calling them, saying all types of things about them, bro. They balled today. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a guest backstage. I don't want to keep him too long because I know he's on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the king of taking all the drama. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Mr. RaiderBen. What's up with you, Ben?
What up? What up, Dirty? Salute, bro. What's goody?
Salute.
How about that ass whooping, though, boy? Fuck the Chargers. Fuck y'all. I thought we would win, but I didn't think we was gonna win like that, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, G. I didn't think we was gonna win like that.
Nobody thought we was gonna win like that, bro. And if they tell you they did think that was gonna happen, they lying, bro. They are straight lying. If anybody tells you they thought that this was gonna happen today, to what just took place, they are a liar, bro. Bold-faced liar. I'll call it not to YouTube. I won't pull you on YouTube. I'll see you in your face and call you a fucking lie. And if you swing on me, that's your problem. But I'll tell you was a fucking lie to your face. Ladies and gentlemen, got another guest backstage. Y'all know how we do when I do the post-game shows. I gotta bring in certain people, ladies and gentlemen. I just gotta bring them in. And when I bring them in, you gotta show them some motherfucking love, ladies and gentlemen. Your go-to guy for all your outdoor needs, the CEO of Brown Crackers, the man who can give you prayer at this point in time, because I know you need it. You felt like you saw a miracle and you need to pray. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Mr. Raider Twine. What's good with
you? Let me say this right now. The team that needs some prayer is the Chargers, because they the way they got annihilated. I feel like I need to prepare a eulogy for them. If y'all need funeral services, Chargers, go ahead and hit me up. I'll take care of your funeral service.
If they head coach still got a job tomorrow, bro,
for a fee.
That's who needs a prayer. They head coach needs all the prayer in the world to keep his job after the night, bro. He needs all the prayer in the world, bro.
Hey, blessings to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. But yeah, it is bad when you got the main, you know what I'm saying, the main commentators out there talking about, you know, he need to lose his job. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times Sherman said it. And
Sherman said it at halftime. He said they need to make history and go ahead and fire him at halftime.
At halftime.
At halftime. Hey, it was bad. Was it 42-0 at halftime?
Yeah, facts, bro.
I was talking to another dude, and I said, you know, at the end of first quarter, I was like, man, we put up 20 points. We better put up 42 at the end of the game. There's no way that we got 3 quarters left and we can't put up at least 7 each quarter. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is historic, people. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody, as much as we may be excited about this, as much as we may be happy about this, whatever you may be feeling, this is historic for the Raiders.
So many levels.
This is something that we will probably, I'm not going to say we'll never see again, because we don't know what the future holds, but we're going to be the OGs one day, and we're going to be talking about this game. to the young ones.
We just set something that'll never ever be done again. It'll never ever be done again. And if it is, it'll be 50 years from now. I swear for goodness, bro. We put up a donut last week. We are the first team in the NFL to score fucking what? I think it was 35 at one point. No team had ever scored 35 points after putting up a fucking donut, bro. We just came out and put up 63 in this piece, man. But before we continue on throughout the show, man, ladies and gentlemen, 50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing, but if you ain't cheering for the Raiders, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I changed it up for y'all tonight, man. I had to, bro. Like 63 points, bro. Hey, thank you for, first and foremost, thank you for being here, man. I know you guys could be doing anything else in the world, but the fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. More than I can verbally express. If you were late to the show, you didn't catch the timer, the countdown. Hey, look, for those who did catch the countdown, that I did that because we have so many stars in that we watch on a daily basis, and that we don't know that they Raider fans and they undercovers. I'll put them on blast. And we have some of the baddest female fans to put on Raider gear. You know what I mean? So I felt like they should get a little bit of love too. I mean, if they pose for the picture, then it should be seen. You know what I mean? It should be seen. So therefore, if you missed the beginning of the show, you might want to start being a little bit on time so you can catch the beginning. You know what I mean? So you can catch the beginning of the show. You know what I mean? But man, hats off to Aiden O'Connell today for balling out. That man put the team on his back and did his motherfucking thing with his arm through the air. He looked so much more poised today. He looked so much more relaxed, a little bit more happy. I couldn't be more impressed and thrilled with the way that he played today. You know what I mean? 63 fucking points, bro. Never in the history of the Raiders have we ever scored 63 points. Ever. You know what I mean?
There's two things that stick out to me, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm going to go back and look at the tape even more, you know what I'm saying, tonight and moving forward. But two things that really stick out to me was that we made some changes on our offensive line, starting with our center. And I think that's one thing that also helped. And then also, Bo was in the sky tonight. And, you know, that gives, you know, in the sky, you get a different view of, you know, what's going on the field. And I think his play calling actually was improved. So I think he might have to be like Patrick Graham and stay in the sky.
Man, hey, Jack Jones, yeah, that jump man, Jordan's. Hey, look. Hey man, that man, boy, that play right there. Speaking of, you brought up Jordan's. I want to do an unboxing today, man, because I had got a shipment today, man. You know what I mean? I had got a shipment today. You know what I mean? This arrived in the mail at my front porch. Let's go ahead and open it up real quick. Let's go ahead and open it up. You know, I like to do some crazy things live every now and then. I want to see what showed up on my front door today. You know what I mean? It's got to be one of four. You know what I mean? It's got to be one of four shipments that I'm expecting. And let's see. Oh, what do we got coming up?
Ben, how you doing, man? I didn't say what's good to you. How you doing tonight?
What do we have coming up?
I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just kind of in the backstage right now. I got shit going on. I'm just kind of fucking holding it down in the backstage for a minute. What's good though, man?
Oh.
Can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Oh, what do we have?
Shout out to my guy Trey Tucker, man.
Hey, he did his thing. He did his thing, and I've been rooting for Jack Jones. Those that have been listening to me, you know what I'm saying. I shouted out Jack Jones today, and yeah, he did his thug thizzle. I think he's getting comfortable in his defense. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, these motherfuckers is as nice as everybody say they are, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. These mugs is they are as nice as described on all YouTube. Everybody that I watch, I ain't even gonna bullshit. These bad boys is clean.
Oh, those are new ones that came out?
Yeah, these are the Gratitudes 11s.
Yeah. Hey, the tongue is different, right? It's like the leather tongue.
It's all the upper is leather. There's no mesh. There's no mesh on this.
Yeah,
all leather. Ooh, them bad boys is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna like those. Them gonna be them gonna feel chunky. Them gonna be filled, dude. Them gonna be chunky. Yeah, I like those.
Somebody in my chat, I think either today or on one of my previous shows this week, they had fucking said Jack Jones was going to get a pick 6, bro. I don't know who said it, but it was definitely somebody in the chat. So shout out to whoever that was. I forget. Somebody called it. They're like, Jack Jones going to get a pick 6, and he did. So,
man,
hey, he was close to it last week. You know what I'm saying? I called for him an interception last week, and he almost had it. And then I told SC earlier today when we were doing the 2-for-1, I said I'm gonna double down on Jack Jones. I really believe on him. I believe in him as a player, and I think, like I said, if we can keep him around, that's another great piece to our to our secondary.
Why? That's your face. Who? What? It must be somebody from Ben's channel. Hey, whenever the Raiders win, I shave. That's how it goes. They make me feel young again. Whenever they put up a dub, I feel young again. So I go ahead and I shave off all the motherfucking gray. And I feel lovely all over again. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. That's what I do, man. That's what I do, bro.
I got fucking bad fucking reception, man. Fuck.
You all good, man. You all good. You know what I mean?
Hey, did you guys see fucking one thing I liked about that, bro? Did you guys fucking see even at the end of the game when the fucking Chargers were scoring on their last little drive, how fucking Antonio Pierce was fucking chewing out the team, the second string? He was like, bro, this shit ain't good enough. Y'all need to stop folding, bro. He was pissed off because they was folding. They was giving up garbage points. He was pissed, bro. I love that. He was fired up. He was cussing Tyree Wilson's ass the fuck out, bro.
There's a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, and that's another reason why I feel like Antonio Pierce should be our head coach. Is there's just certain things that I've been asking for, years, watching the team for years, and it's like, when are you going to see the head coach pull the team together in the middle of a game? You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, get your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? And he's that type of guy. Now, does he know all the X's and O's? No, but if he gets people around him, that if he has an offensive coordinator that knows what he's doing, and a defensive coordinator that I think we already have, I think we'll be fine. And I like that. I don't care if he's a 7-string, you know what I'm saying, punter. If he's out there on the field and he ain't doing his job, get on him. You know what I'm saying? And that just sets the standard of what's expected. And I'm glad that we saw that side, you know what I'm saying, for those that don't.
What it do, SC? You want in on this, man? You want in on this 63-point ass whooping? You know what I mean? You want in on the celebration? Holla at me, man. Man, you in the chat. You know where the link is, bro. It's on IG.
I just like the fact that Antonio Pierce wasn't going to settle with these fools fucking, like we let the foot off the gas a little bit, but like he was on the defense for, like don't let these fools go down and fucking score. Like there's dudes over here on the bench that want to get out there and play, bro, and you over here fucking it all up. These dudes could be out here playing.
Man, I was so wanting them to go. I so wanted them to get that Dolphins record. You know what I'm saying? Like even the commentators was like, we 10 points away. I'm like, yeah, let's give them 14. You know what I'm saying? Because we at that point it was actually possible. We could have definitely put up 2 more touchdowns at that point of the game. And I really just wanted, you know what I'm saying? as much as some people want to say that was, unsportsmanlike, whatever, like, nah, we should have went all the way. And one thing I was actually glad about too was that that we capitalized on turnovers. You know what I'm saying? We got turnovers.
3 out of the 5.
And we put out 7.
3 out of the 5. You know what I mean? So, that's one of the things that you got to be really happy about. You know what I mean? Now two of them, hey, look, drive stall, things happen. You know what I mean? It is what it is. 2 was taken to the house immediately. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jack Jones and Jenkins as well. You know what I mean? Both of them for putting up defensive touchdowns today. Yeah, it was 35 points off of turnovers. That's big. You know what I mean? That's super, super, super big, bro. Like you can tell me that the Chargers is a sorry ass team and all of that, right? So what do you do to a sorry ass team? You're supposed to dog walk. If you're any good, you should dog walk them, right? That's what the fuck we did, bro. We dog walked the team that we probably should have dog walked. And lately we hadn't been doing that. So for me, I'm thrilled, bro. I did what no one expected us to do. Everybody expected us to come out there and just be this team, go out there and just, show up. Today's game wasn't supposed to be interesting. None of that, bro. I said it. A lot of people agreed with it too. Nobody thought this game was going to be of anything close to what it ended up to be today. Nobody. I don't even think I think the Lord himself was up there like, these motherfuckers really putting up points. Oh shit, man! I ain't even touched this game. I'm just letting them play. I'm just letting them play. So yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I see it. James Furpo, what's good with you, man? Hope all is well. Jerry Fuentes, how you doing? Gord, my guy. SoCal. Al, Sal, what's good with you, man? Raider Paul, the guy who always wants to come in and just be negative. Bro, you don't find no joy. I mean, do you find any joy in anything that we do, Raider Paul? Be honest with me, brother. I love you to death, man. I give you all the love in the world, bro. But do you find any joy in anything that we accomplish, brother? But man, it's just killing me. Raphael, my guy, what's good with you? NorCal, Jesse, my dude, what's good with you, man? He said, no, I want Super. Okay, cool. Everybody wants Super Bowls. Everybody wants Super Bowls, but here's the thing, Raider Paul, only one team can win the Super Bowl per year. Only one team can win the Super Bowl per year, bro. Everybody can't win it. You know what I mean? Everybody can't win it.
When you find a team that lost a coach and is on a third string quarterback, go to the Super Bowl, let me know.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I take whatever the fuck they give me at that point in time, man.
Exactly.
If it's putting up 63 points on a motherfucking team like the Chargers, I don't care who they got. They had Khalil Mack. They had Khalil Mack. That's all I care about.
And he was looking real stupid on the bench. he was looking real stupid on the bench.
Hey, look, that 45-minute plane ride home, somebody might be out of a job. Somebody might be out of a job on that 45-minute plane ride home, man. Somebody might be like, hey, you know what, man? when we get home, man, we just when you get home tomorrow, just when you wake up, don't even think about coming this way. You know what I mean? We'll call you tomorrow afternoon when we hold the press conference to release you. You can come on in at that point in time, but ain't no reason for you to come in. I mean, dude, I feel bad. I feel bad when people lose their jobs. You know what I mean? But damn it, if this man ain't had long enough to prove, you know what I mean? He's supposed to be some kind of defensive coach. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be some type of defensive guru, but here it is. Your defense allows 63. Your team allows 63 motherfucking points, bro. I don't give a shit what you say. Your team allows 63 fucking points, bro.
And the crazy thing is, how he's known for going for it on fourth down and doing crazy stuff on fourth down. Like the time that he actually did go for it on fourth down, it actually made sense.
I mean,
and they still didn't get it. That's the cold piece about it. Like he actually was calling the game, and it actually made sense, and it still wasn't working for him. And I think that's a part of the. I really feel at this point he's lost the locker room. He really lost the locker room,
bro. Also made history today with, I think, 8 different players scored a touchdown today.
Yeah.
8 different players scored a touchdown today, bro. Never, I don't think ever in the history of the NFL has that happened. 8 different players. Man. 2 on defense.
Hey, I'll say this too. Some of those guys that didn't play for us, they might be put on notice.
Man,
that they need to step their game up, because I love JJ, but the way Abdullah was running the ball and the way that Zeus was doing his thing, he might. I'm not gonna say he gonna fully leave the team, but he might lose some snaps. You know what I'm saying? Like Andre negative 3,000. Y'all know that's that's what I call him, Andre negative 3,000. He's put on notice too, because the center, we didn't have no problems with the center today. They wasn't killing us up the middle.
Yeah, Grasu was playing center today.
I'm just saying.
Parham was actually playing guard, and Grasu was playing center today.
Yeah.
So if you thought it was Parham, it was Grasu.
But even last week, I thought when Parham came in, I thought he played better than what Andre was doing.
I didn't.
Well,
I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't. Even looking back at it, I still think he struggled. But I chopped it up to the fact that he hadn't been doing it all year long. You know what I mean?
That too.
So it's not like I held it against him. It's just I wasn't impressed. I wasn't last week. I wasn't impressed. So, and I don't think the O-line was too impressed with it either. So that's why they brought in Grasu, and Grasu did his thing today, man. They did their thing today. There's not a complaint in the world that I could give you, bro. Aside for Meek needs to keep, he needs to keep his composure. I ain't mad at him for talking shit though. I ain't mad at him for talking shit, but and then the safeties, man, they gotta play their position, man. Those 2 touchdowns, yeah, they was on the meat, but expecting safety help and not getting it, you know what I mean? That's what happens. That's what happens.
I definitely want to go back and look at those plays, to really figure out what really happened, because, it looked like he was trying to pass it off to the safety and he had something that he had to do underneath, but that lapse of coverage, it shouldn't have happened. Just at all. The communication should have been better on that.
Yeah, no, the O-line played their ass off tonight. Amik didn't ruin the shutout. What are you talking about? He didn't ruin the shutout. The safety ruined the shutout. You can go back and look at that play again. You know what I mean? He was supposed to sit underneath. The safety was supposed to take that deep, and he didn't. You know what I mean? He bit. The safety bit, and that's what happened. They got beat over the top, and that's the game. That's the touchdown. You know what I mean? I didn't think we was gonna beat them, you know what I mean, like that. I definitely didn't think we was not gonna not let them score either. So, you know, I figured they'd score tonight. It just that scoring that they put up, it was all in garbage time, truthfully. It was pretty much all in garbage time. We was already up, 56-0 at that time? Nah, 49-0. It was already up 49-0 when they scored, bro. You know, like you can expect them to. I mean, shut out. We couldn't shut out Miami. We couldn't shut out Minnesota last week. You know what I mean? We held them to they scored 3 points. So, you know, I never expect us to shut anybody out. He had an okay game. I won't say he had a bad game. I'll say he had an okay game because he did a lot of good shit too. You know what I mean? You know, you can't just look at what he did bad. You got to look at what he did good too. You know what I mean? So,
but our defense looks like a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we have corners that actually can tackle, and you know now they're playing defense, and you know they're actually pressing. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing a whole lot of that now, where you know in weeks past we've been, you know, they still sometimes are you know 8 yards off, but we're seeing a lot of more press coverage, which I like. I think that's another reason why Jack Jones was able to capitalize on the play that he was able to capitalize, because he was that close to the line where he could, you know, take that, you know, take that risk and go after the ball.
Yeah,
knowing that he has help behind him.
No, I mean, I like Jack Jones. You know, he's way more aggressive and way more ready to go out there and do what he got to do than Marcus Peters was. That's for damn sure. Definitely see why they let him go. You know what I mean? For Jack Jones, I gotta give that boy some love. He up out the city. You know what I mean? He from my surrounding areas. You know what I mean? I won't say my city because I'm not from Long Beach, but he's from my surrounding areas. So got to give that boy some love out of Long Beach Poly. You know, I don't think it's ever happened in the NFL where a coach had a player in high school was his head coach, ended up being his head coach in college, in the pros. Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened. College, I think he's coached them on. I think he's coached them on all three levels. Because then Jack Jones went to Arizona State, right?
He did go to Arizona State.
Yeah, so he's coached them on all three levels. Crazy, bro. That for sure has got to have never happened.
Mm.
That has got to have never have happened in the NFL ever.
Did you see? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you good.
Did you see? And I have to dig into this because I don't know all of that, and maybe someone can help me out. But there's some coaches kind of in the rafters. I'll say it like that, because Marvin Lewis was wearing Raider gear. You know what I'm saying? Like Marvin Lewis, like that ain't no slouch of a coach. Like, you got Marvin Lewis wearing Raider gear.
Would you bring him in as an offensive coordinator?
Ben, and I think and to some, and like I said, someone can help me out. But I think some of these coaches, like I said, like Marvin Lewis, he's bending our coach's ear, like he's mentoring the coach that's on the field. But it's just interesting to see like we got we got like a team of coaches, you know what I'm saying, just in the rafters that are not even on the books.
I got a
helping
question.
us out.
I got a question. If Bo can continue to run this offense for the next 3 games like he did tonight, do you keep him as your offensive coordinator?
You asking me?
I'm asking everybody. Ben, you catch that question?
No, what was that?
I said, so if Bo Hardegree can get the offense to continue to perform, it doesn't necessarily have to put up 6. The team doesn't have to put up 63. But if they score 28 points per game for the rest of the games, do you keep him as your offensive coordinator? What happened?
Yeah, I think something wrong with your mic.
Yeah, he Howard the Duck out this bitch.
Yeah,
he was straight Howard the Duck.
hey, but I'll go. I said I want Bo Hardegree already, and based on what you said, I will ride with that. If he can get this offense to produce, that just means that he's working under a playbook that's not even fully his. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still trying to put things together for this offense. So think about if he had a whole off season to implement an offense that actually really works for this offense. He already knows personnel. He already knows, you know what I'm saying? Well, there's still going to be a competition at quarterback, but if Aiden O'Connell is our starting quarterback, then that means he knows our starting quarterback. He knows what he likes. He knows his weaknesses. He knows all of that. So he can really be, on the ground, off the ground running. So I would roll with it. I really would. If he can get, like you said, it doesn't have to be 63 points because we know that ain't going to be a consistent thing. But if he can get us over to 21, 28, you know what I'm saying, a game, especially with his defense, I can roll with that.
Now,
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So what was your thoughts on Bo?
I'm good off Bo, bro. I'm good. I mean, yeah, it looked nice. We scored 63 points or whatever, but I'm good, dog. It's hard. It's really, like I said before, bro, it's hard to judge Bo Hardegree right now, dog, because he's not using his playbook. He's using something that he had to take over with, and he's pretty much trying to make fucking fish soup out of fish shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got a shitty ass playbook, and he's just trying to do the best he can with it. Does he deserve credit for that? Yeah, a little bit. Aiden O'Connell looks all right. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I want to see like a seasoned vet like take over this offense. Like, I want to keep a defensive minded head coach, but I want to bring in like a real deal offensive coordinator.
And I'm not saying I disagree with that. I see that point, and that is a valid idea. But then you also run into, at the same time, if you bring in an offensive coordinator, is he going to want to bring in his guys? You know what I'm saying? And how
we're
is
going to get a new quarterback anyways, in my opinion. We're going to get a new quarterback in. I said we're going to get a new quarterback anyways, in my opinion. So he's going to get his own guy regardless. Aiden O'Connell is not going to be the starting quarterback for the Raiders next year. And if he is, it's either he outperformed a rookie quarterback that we drafted in the first round, or we don't get a fucking quarterback. That's the only way I can see Aiden O'Connell being our quarterback next year.
Yeah. No, I think that's going to be a given regardless, whether Bo's our OC or whoever. We're still going to have to bring in a quarterback, and it's going to have to be a competition. But I'm talking about the other pieces that are involved. Like, are we going to go back to Renfro not being a part of this offense because the offensive coordinator doesn't believe in Renfro, or you know what I'm saying? Are all of a sudden Jacoby Myers was a solid in the offense that we have right now? Is he going to be a non-factor in the next, you know, offensive coordinator's offense? Is kind of the, you know what I'm saying, kind of my
You're
concern.
talking about the pieces around him and shit, like
the
playmakers we have right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, let's be real, bro. I mean, Hunter Renfro's not doing shit anyways. Maybe if we get a different offensive coordinator that knows how to utilize that motherfucker, we'll get something out of him. And I'm not really too worried about Jacoby because I think Jacoby's such a great route runner that whoever we bring in as an offensive coordinator is going to be able to work wonders with him. It's when you get like speed is cool and all, dude, but that shit can be affected by coaching changes. When you have a great route runner that just knows how to get open and knows how to sit in zones and knows how to keep running when it's man, like those wide receivers tend to flourish no matter what system they're in because they just know how to get open. You know, that's why I'm glad the Raiders have guys like Devontae and Jacoby that are two guys that know when to sit in the zone, know when to keep running against man. You know what I mean? Those guys are route runners. So I see what you're saying, though. There could be some drop off, but I don't know, man. I Bo Hard agree. I'm not getting fired up over one game that he coached, bro, because we haven't really scored no fucking points every single game that we've had with him so far, except this one game. So, I mean, you got to give him credit, though, bro. Major offensive turnaround. That's like the biggest turnaround in NFL history in terms of points scored, how we went from scoring no points to 63 points. You got to give him credit. 49 of those were on offense, but I don't know, man. I got to see more. Maybe if, like Dirty said, if we go out and score 28-plus points per game on offense for the next 3 games, maybe I'll consider it. But I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid after one game because I've been tough on Bo Hard. Agree. You know what I mean? I'm going to stand on that.
And that's my thing. That's why I said, you know what I mean? If he can go out, you know, so here's how I feel about Bo. If he can go out and do 28 points a game, you know what I mean, from the offense, because it was a total of 63 from the whole team today. You know what I mean? 2 from the defense. So if he can go out and put up a minimum of 28 points a game for the next 3 games, and I need some wins too. That's the other thing. I need some wins along with that. You know what I mean? I definitely need some wins with that. I give him a shot, but I worry a little. And here's what I worry about. He now has the responsibility of coming up with his own playbook. He hasn't been an offensive coordinator. So if he has to come up with it, I mean, you got to think part of that playbook has to be McDaniel's playbook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Part of that playbook, but he now has the responsibility of coming up with his own playbook to now put in order, right? That's a tall task. But at the same time, he knows what the players are, you know what I mean, what they can do, you know what I mean? He can build from there. Somebody new would have to figure out. I mean, they could look at film, but it's not like having the hands-on like Bo has had for the last, year and a half, 2?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, no, this is his first year there. This is his first year, right?
Yeah.
Or he's been the quarterback coach. No, he's been
quarterback.
Yeah, so, you know, for him, because the offensive coordinator got fired along with the head coach, you know what I mean? A lot of people forget that, you know what I mean, that the offensive coordinator was let go too. Like, yeah, you know, we're going to go ahead and let you go too, you know, because obviously he wasn't able to call plays or scheme up a good plan, you know what I mean, for the game, or he just didn't have the balls to implement what he thought could win, you know what I mean, and therefore he had to get let go of as well. And it probably sucks because I know Mark Davis knows his father. You know what I mean? He knows the family really well. You know, it sucked to have to fire him, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, such is life. That's just it is what it is. Sometimes it's how shit has to be.
I mean, if we can go out next week, bro, and beat the fucking Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City, dog, and score 24 plus points, then I'll truly consider Bo Hardy, dog. If we can go, we need a coach that can beat Kansas City, bro. You know how we kept making fun of Denver kept firing their head coaches because they couldn't beat the fucking Raiders. We need a coach that can beat the Chiefs, bro, because if we can't beat the Chiefs, we're not going to do anything in this division, dog. That's the pinnacle that we got to get over, dude. Is we gotta be able to consistently split with Kansas City, and we have to learn how to win in Arrowhead and score points in Arrowhead. Because if you can't beat Kansas City, it don't matter who you are in this division, bro. You got no chance at winning this shit. Like Kansas City can easily go out there and win their next 3 games, and it doesn't fucking matter that the Broncos are 1 game behind them because they're in control of their own destiny right now. And that's where the Raiders need to get to, bro. They got to be in a position to where they ain't got to worry about Kansas City and they control their own destiny, bro. So
Jolie, I was just thinking the same damn thing, right, Jolie? It's amazing how our defensive coordinator goes up to the box, our defense instantly gets better. You know what I mean? Now our offensive coordinator is up in the box with our defensive coordinator, and we're instantly fucking better. I don't want to see nobody else on the sideline, but the assistant coaches and the head coaches, the coordinators up in the box. I don't give a fuck where we at. Up in the box, man.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, bro, like a lot of teams, like both of their coordinators are up in the box, bro. That's why I was surprised when I kept seeing our coordinators on the sideline. You remember when fucking the Bills, when fucking they lost that one game and their offensive coordinator started slamming shit inside the box? Like a lot of teams put their coordinators in the box to help them see better, bro. That's good. That's on the coaching. Antonio Pierce, like, hey, bro, take your ass up there. Maybe you'll do the same thing Paul Gunther did. And you could see, man, he's seen the field. He was able to see the defensive alignment. He was able to see the personnel that they were putting out there from the top, and he was able to match it, bro. And that's actually really huge because this is the first game that Bo Hardigree had coached up in the box, and look how good our offense was.
Yep.
And let's not forget how bad of a rushing team is. People are like, oh, well, we ran all over the Chargers. They got a trash ass run defense. Dog, we're like the 31st team in the NFL in rushing, bro. Like, we're not a good running team at all. We haven't ran for fucking 100 yards in weeks. Like, you've seen it, bro. Like, we're a good running team going up against a bad running fucking defense. We're a bad running team going up against a bad running defense, and you're just seeing that we were able to handle them up front, dude, in the trenches. That's really what won us this game, dude, was the offensive line. The offensive line played their best fucking game probably all fucking season, dude. They were completely destroying their defensive line. They had no chance. Khalil Mack was getting fucking stomped on. You remember when they were like, Josh McDaniels like, yeah, we tried to do whatever we could to keep Mack off of Aiden O'Connell. Bullshit, because look what they did this time. This time they really kept – they said they chipped Mack all game, and he didn't sniff fucking Aiden O'Connell. You got to give a lot of credit, though, to Thayer Munford, too, bro, because they didn't chip a lot. Thayer Munford was handling Khalil Mack, dude. He was taking his fucking lunch money.
Look,
and he's only a second-year player.
O-line balled today, bro. I'm not even with the cap. You know what I mean? I said I had to take my hat off to them, bro. They played today.
Mm-hmm.
They played good football today, bro. They protected. You know what I mean? There was time. You know what I mean? Shots out to the running backs. You know what I mean? They did their thing today as well. You know what I mean? You gotta give our offense some real motherfucking love today, bro. They came out, and you know what? I think last week not putting up any points, I think that left us a mad sour taste in their mouth. It was like, bro, it ain't no fucking way we that bad, bro. If we just go out here and play like we know we could play, bro, I guarantee we could put up some points. And they fucking did, bro. They fucking did. It was amazing today, bro. After the first touchdown, I said, okay, here we go. You know what I mean? We always find a way to score at least one. Well, all right, cool. You know what I mean? And then we put up another. I said, whoa. What are we doing? What are we doing? Wait a minute. Oh, turnover. Hold on. Turnover. Oh, we got the ball back. What are we doing? And then bro, and I couldn't leave the screen after that, bro. I couldn't leave the screen after that, bro. I was like, oh my God, bro. where has this team been? Like in all of my fandomship in my 40 plus years of being a Raider fan, bro, never in my life have I ever witnessed a game of this nature, of this caliber, bro. I haven't. I've never seen a damn near perfect football game from the Raiders.
Yeah.
This is the best ass whooping I've seen since we whooped the fuck out of Denver, bro. We beat them 59-14 in Denver. This was the biggest ass whooping I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've seen ass whoopings, right? I've seen us put up some ass whoopings. What I'm saying is, I don't think I've ever seen anything as close as a perfect game as what I watched tonight. Tonight was damn near a perfect football game from both sides of the ball.
Shit, 3 sides of the ball, dude. We won in all
Special
3 phases,
teams,
dog. Special teams, defense, and offense. We created that fucking fumble on the punt. So
that's why I say this was as close to a perfect football game that I've ever seen, bro. Can
we give DJ Turner
yeah, he ripped that shit away.
Some props for punking dude. I wish we had the replay on that. He took dude's lunch money and his girl's number all in one play.
I think if you went and watch, I think the highlights, you know how they do the highlight films for games, you know what I mean? On YouTube, they go ahead and they do the highlights, they break everybody's shit down, bro. I think we might have the longest one of all this week, bro. I guarantee you that should be 15 minutes long, bro. It'd be a whole quarter long.
hey, I'm gonna be so mad if Boomer doesn't talk about this game.
Oh yeah. Shit, he can spend the fastest 3 minutes, the whole fastest 3 minutes just on this game.
Tyree Wilson at DT is balling, bro. Tyree Wilson at defensive tackle was balling, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You know what I mean? Tillery is balling at DT. Like, I like the defensive tackle room now, bro. I like that defensive front, bro. Shouts out to Coombs for doing his motherfucking thing today. That boy was everywhere, bro.
Yeah, he fucked that quarterback
today,
up,
bro.
I think Kuntz had a big chip on his shoulder. I think he was really trying to prove who was the better defensive end at Buffalo. Tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that was, because even when Kuntz came out, everybody was trying to compare him to Khalil Mack. They're, oh yeah, Khalil Mack, he's the next Khalil Mack. And I think Kuntz was like, nah. I'm something better than that, and I think tonight he was the better man. I'll just say it like that.
Hey, shout out to fucking John Jenkins, got his first touchdown of his fucking career. He's like 40 years old. That motherfucker was running that motherfucker didn't look like he was 40 when he was running.
17 miles an hour. That boy was moving at 17 miles an hour, bro.
Hey, he was out there looking like Refrigerator Perry and shit.
Hey, fuck you mean? I ain't no cap, no lie, bro. I don't even think I can move at 17 miles an hour right now, bro. At 44, yeah, nah.
You will if that's the only touchdown you think you gonna ever have in your life.
Yeah,
you gonna run the fastest you can.
I have to run 17 miles an hour to make the goddamn team. So at this point in time, nigga, I'm not making the team, and I'm gonna just sit my ass here like I've been doing and commentating and talking about my goddamn team versus trying to make the team at 44. Just being honest,
motherfucking John Jenkins was out there
flag football game. I pulled a hamstring in the flag football game, bro. Come on, bro. I pulled a hamstring at the flag football game.
Hey, bro was running like he had a dog chasing him.
Bro was running like he had a fucking hot dog attached to a stick with a string hanging in front of his face, bro, hanging off his head, bro.
For real.
He was chasing a hot dog, G.
No cap. I was waiting for him to pitch it back to Max because I was like, he probably gonna run out of breath or something.
Yeah.
I had
Max had him
2 rushes for 43 yards and a touchdown, bro, and then I pulled my hammy and that was it. That was flag, bro. That was flag. That was 2-hand touch, bro. So,
hey,
I mean, ain't no way
running with his arms wide open,
bro. Ain't no way. Hey,
he did.
Hey, Max was like, bro. He's like, fuck, you picked it up. He's like, I was gonna pick it up. I was hoping Max would have picked it up so I could have called Ben and be like, see, Ben, you said it. You said Max was gonna get a scoop and score, Ben.
I was thinking he was about to fucking tackle fucking John Jacobs. Give me that shit, boy. Give me there. Tackle his own player and take the ball from him. Give me that shit there, boy.
Hey, look, I called a defensive touchdown. Not in my right mind would I have called two. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I would have not called two. I thought maybe one. I felt like our defense could at least get one defensive touchdown today. You know what I mean? Especially going up against sticks. You know what I mean? He had to throw a bad pass, and boy, did he ever. I mean, talk about probably the greatest shoe ever. The Jordan 4 is what he possessed when he went up. He just he had just the one hand, like, give me that. Reach back, take it to the
after that game. I think we have 18 or 19 turnovers on the year. That's the most turnovers we've had since 2016. We had 30 turnovers when we went to the playoffs.
Man, so look, hey, tonight's game, bro, was something. I think it was something that was well deserved. You know what I mean, for the fans to witness, bro. You know what I mean? If nothing else in the world goes right, bro, I can now hold my head up so high and smile and have extra ammo to add on to the fucking Chargers when I talk shit. Not only do you not have any rings, I put up 63 last time we played. 63.
Yeah, they gave up fucking, like, I think the second most points in NFL history, bro. Like, if we would have scored, I think they said 72 points. That was the most points that was ever scored or something like that.
Man. 63 points. Oh God.
But
I don't think they've ever taken an ass whooping that bad.
But that just shows you.
No, that's the most they've ever lost by.
Even with whatever you want to say against, you know, the quality of the Chargers roster, like, that just shows you when we have the mentality of having putting on no brakes. Like they like, I love the way that we were executing going out of the first half, going into the second half. Like, that's what we should be doing all the time. If we have the opportunity to get a quick 7 and then turn around and then get the ball kicked back to us, like, we need to be doubling up on those things. And I think this might be the first time this year that we've done that, where we put up 7 going into the, you know what I'm saying, going into the half, and then coming out and then doing the same thing. Like,
yeah.
So
you gotta give that coaching staff a lot of credit, man, for turning around on such a short week too. They only had 3 days to plan for this fucking team, and we didn't have Josh Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? And we still did that to him.
Yeah, I just hope they take this mentality, because you know, I don't know if you guys feel like I feel, but like, I felt like they, you know, past couple of weeks they were conservative in how they were, you know, going about, you know, trying to put points on the board, and that ain't gonna crack. Like, it seemed like they totally flipped the switch this week, so I hope they don't revert back to that. You know, what we saw, you know what I'm saying, prior to what we saw tonight.
I mean, it was such an ass whooping, dog. Even Mark Davis was surprised, bro. You see how he was like acting in the booth, bro? He was like freaking the fuck out after that pick 6. He was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is going on? I ain't never seen nothing like this before."
What just happened? What?
Yeah, he was like, "Whoa." And I don't see how I wonder how many times he goes piss, bro. Do you see all those water bottles that motherfucker had from? He had like 20 water bottles in front of him, bro. That motherfucker had to go piss at least 20 times during the game. He probably got a catheter in or some shit. He's sitting in the press box with a catheter on his leg.
Hey, he ain't got to walk too far. You know, he got everything he need in his booth. He probably got, to be honest with you, I don't know how he got it set up in there, but he probably got him a little bed or something in there too, if he wanted to pull out and lay down for a minute.
Hey, I don't know if you guys heard, but I heard you guys earlier talking about fucking old buddy up inside that was at the game, the fucking Marvin Lewis. I don't know if you guys heard, bro, but after that loss to Minnesota, Antonio Pierce had Tom Coughlin, Marvin Lewis, and I think one other guy come and talk to the team after that loss, dude. So that's why when I seen him in the game, I wasn't surprised because Antonio Pierce brought him, Tom Coughlin, and somebody else to the facility to talk to the Raiders players. So yeah. I like Marvin Lewis as a defensive coordinator, bro. If we can find a way next year, like, I'm actually cool with Graham. I'd rather keep Graham, but Marvin Lewis is a hell of a defensive mind, bro.
Maybe bring him in as a senior. You know what I'm saying? But like they always have that senior analyst or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That might be an option. You know, but that was interesting to see. Like I said, when it blew my mind to see him in, like, not just see him at the game, but he was actually wearing our colors. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, he must be doing something with us if he's wearing, you know, Marvin Lewis himself is wearing our colors, you know what I'm saying, without officially being, you know what I'm saying, a part of the, you know, staff. So yeah, I knew that I knew that Coughlin was been talking to, you know, Pierce, just, you know, as kind of like a mentor. But you know, that's what I was trying to figure out was you know, Marvin Lewis kind of doing the same thing? Like, was he mentoring somebody or, you know, trying to help somebody, you know, that's in place? And that's cool too, you know, because they're all young.
Guys had been in the building. Those guys had been in the building, bro, since Monday. Marvin Lewis and Tom Coughlin. I think the other one, I forget who the other dude was, but it's a big name coach too from back in the day. I just forget what his name is, but yeah, there was 3 of them. They've been out there since Monday, so they were out there talking to the team and shit all week. So I think that's cool though, man. Like that's dope about Antonio Pierce, right? He knows he's a rookie head coach. You know, this is his first time getting a gig, and he's bringing in guys that have done it before to help him. You know what I mean? And that just goes to show like what his name rings in the NFL, dude. Like, look, he had all these fucking big time coaches just come in on their free time to come help him and talk to the team and shit. Like, they didn't have to do that shit. But since Antonio Pierce, since he's such a good guy and he was a hell of a player, like, coaches respect him, dude. So like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll be over there this week, and we'll stay out there all week and then watch the game. So that's dope, man.
And it also speaks volumes to the sense of, you know, he knows where he's at as a coach. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, I don't know all of this, but, you know, and I'll let you know that I don't know all of this, but what I will do is I will, you know what I'm saying, seek out help. You know what I'm saying, to get the right answer. So if you know, if he can grab his resources and get whatever he needs to get so that he can be the successful coach that he can be, that, I mean, that's what you need. A lot of the coaches that don't do well in the NFL are coaches that have pride and feel like they know all the answers and nobody can't tell them anything, or nobody can't, you know, give them advice on, you know, certain things. And it obviously, it seems like, you know, Antonio Pierce ain't that type of guy.
And it's cool, dude, because it's the complete polar opposite of Josh McDaniels, right? Josh McDaniels act like nobody could tell him shit, like he was always right and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not the mindset to have, bro. You can't have that mindset, always thinking you're better than everybody else, never wanting to take advice from nobody, not wanting to take no criticism or nothing. Antonio Pierce is the complete polar opposite, dude. He knows that what he's good at and what he's not good at, dude. And he's willing to take advice and shit. And that's what you love to see, bro. That's what good coaches do, dude. They bring in guys to help them. You know what I mean? And I don't know, bro. Like, I like Antonio Pierce, bro. I think this game did wonders for his coaching gig. You know what I'm saying? And let's not forget, man, he needed this game because after losing to the Vikings, bro, remember how they were waiting on the press conference forever? He had an extended meeting with Mark Davis after losing that game against the Vikings, dude. And it looks like it, bro. It literally looks like it the way they played today, bro. Like, that team was completely playing different, bro, after fucking he had that conversation with Mark, bro. And I think that's maybe why he brought in all those coaches, bro. Maybe that's why he brought in Coughlin and fucking and Marvin Lewis and all them, because he needed some help, dog.
I can respect this right here. You know what I mean? Poon, I can respect that, bro. You know what I mean? I want teams to be great too. I'm a big fan of the NFL as well. I'm a Raider fan first, You know what I mean? But I love watching good football. I hate watching shitty ass football. And some of the choices baffle me as well. And I'm a goddamn fan. I can't figure out for the life of me some of the choices that they made. So, you know what I mean? When I can get some answers, bro, then I can give you some answers, man. But till then, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. As far as like Marvin Lewis is still, I believe, is still at AZ, but I don't think they had a bowl game this year. I don't think they were, and even if they did, it probably wouldn't be till probably after Christmas. You know what I mean? If they did have
Oh,
a
he
bowl,
coached Arizona.
yeah, he coached Arizona State.
That must be where he's got his ties to him though, because I
Yeah.
know Marvin Lewis wasn't part of that New York Giants coaching staff. That must be where
No,
Antonio Pierce has
Lewis
ties.
was the head coach at Arizona State when AP was there, and
Okay,
then
yeah, makes sense then.
he ended up being the assistant coach underneath. So he was the next coach underneath Marvin while he was at Arizona. So
okay, yeah, makes sense why he was there then. Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
So that's where their ties are. And
so he brought in pretty much two guys that he coached. Well, one he played under, and the other one he coached under, because he played under Coughlin and he was coached under fucking old buddy fucking Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, both were mentors to him.
And both are defensive guys too.
True.
And hey, his team made a fucking statement today, bro, for him, bro. You know what I mean? You bring in your mentors, the guys that, you know, taught you everything you know. And then your team comes out and puts up 63 for you, bro. You know what I mean?
You can tell they're definitely playing for Antonio Pierce now, dog. It's night and day, bro. It's night and fucking day compared to Josh McDaniels.
Max didn't hold any punches back either when they were doing the press conference, the post game with Sherm and all of them. Like he was like, "Look, we're fighting for Antonio Pierce." Like he said it publicly, so you'll probably see it on Bleacher Report and everything else. Like you'll start seeing it come out. But
yeah, of course,
they're writing now that the Raiders are pulling for Antonio Pierce.
Oh yeah, I heard it during the simulcast when I was watching the game that they were saying a lot of players are pulling for Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, bro, he did something he needed to do, bro. Like we just said a second ago. He went out there and he got some guys to get in his ear to help him, dude. And that just shows that he wants to keep this job, bro, because otherwise he wouldn't have gave a fuck. Didn't we say, I think I said on my show a couple days ago, bro, like Antonio Pierce has to show that he's going to change something, dude. Because if he doesn't change something now, Mark Davis is probably going to think that he don't give a fuck about the job. And he went out there and changed something, bro, because in 3 days' time, we went from scoring 3 points to 49 points on offense. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
the change was made, bro. You got to be able to make changes as a head coach, bro. Like not everything's going to go your way. And you got to find out, like, what do I need to do to turn this shit around, bro? And he took those 3 days. He brought in some dudes that mentored him, and he turned the shit around, dude. That's what you need from your coach, dude. You need that shit.
And I think that was, one of the things I think everybody was looking for. You know what I'm saying? I hate to speak for everybody, but I think everybody was looking for, seeing how this team would bounce back after, what we saw last week. And we saw the bounce back. You know what I'm saying? And we saw it in a historic fashion too.
Yeah. I just like I said earlier, bro, I like the fact that even though we were whooping their ass, like Antonio Pierce was not cool with them giving up garbage time points, bro. Like he's like, man, fuck this. Like we might fucking have 63 points on the board, bro, but y'all need to stop letting these motherfuckers just cakewalk down the field. So good game all the way around, man. I mean, to think that our two biggest blowouts in our franchise history came against our division, that just makes it better. Now let's go. We fucking scored a fucking a fucking franchise record against Denver. We scored a franchise record against the Chargers. Let's go out and fucking score a franchise record against the Chiefs on Christmas. Fuck it. Let's go score 60 more. Fuck
it. Hey, why not? Right? Why not?
He fucking Antonio Pierce like, I'm sick of you, Bo Hardegree. I'm tired of looking at your ass. Go up in that box. He's like, Bo Hardegree's like, say less. Hold my beer.
Marvin Lewis isn't doing anything right now.
Oh, he's not at Arizona State no more?
Special advisor to the head coach is what he's doing right now. That's what he's doing. Special advisor to the head coach. So
that's probably what he's going to be for us. Probably at some point, if Antonio Pierce keeps the job, he might bring Marvin Lewis and something like that, bro, like a special advisor, a senior assistant, or something like that.
Shit, would you let him be the OC?
He's not an offensive guy. He's a defensive guy. He's the one who built that great defense in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And then Hugh Jackson was the offensive guy in Cincinnati underneath Marvin Lewis. Yeah, Marvin Lewis was the defensive guy.
I'm trying to figure out who would give Bo like a run for like
that would be crazy.
Like
go ahead.
No, what was you saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, it just, when you were saying it, it just was blowing my mind. Like, that would be crazy to have Antonio Pierce as a head coach, Marvin Lewis. Don't forget, we still got Rob Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And Patrick Graham all on the defensive side of the ball. Like, how crazy would our
chat
defense,
salute? I'm not looking at the chat, guys.
How crazy would our defense be if you had all those, like, all that knowledge on our defensive side of the ball? Like, we would have to get somebody on our offense. We would have to we would have to bring in somebody that could hold their own glass of water on the offensive side of the ball if we decided to bring in those minds and actually let them, like, because I know Antonio Pierce, if Marvin Lewis is there, if Rob Ryan is there, if Patrick Graham is there, he's gonna let them dudes run loose. and this defense is going to be on a whole nother level. Because think about all that years of knowledge that they could impart. You know what I'm saying? Have Rob Ryan work with our D line or you know, wherever he feels good at. Have Marvin Lewis work with, you know what I'm saying? And then Patrick Graham is just.
So here's your I think here's your all-star coaching tree, and you probably have to win the Super Bowl within 2 years. Like, I would give you a time frame of 2 years. So you bring Marvin Lewis in, you put him on the defensive side of the ball, bro. You go get Hugh Jackson for your offensive side of the ball, bro.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a huge Hugh Jackson. I've always loved Hugh Jackson.
You know what I mean? You go get Hugh Jackson for the offensive side of the ball, bro. You bring all of that together with AP as the head coach, bro. Like, I'm telling. Bro, never in the history of the NFL, bro. I don't even think the owners would allow it to be an all black staff, bro.
And it's not even to me. It's not even about color.
It's not even about race. I mean, somebody's gonna say it. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and make a joke about it now.
Just Hugh Jackson on the offensive side of the ball, like, just having that knowledge on that side of the ball, and we know that he works. We know he's a what they call a quarterback whisperer. He knows how to work with quarterbacks, like him, and actually allow for him to, like, get his guy in the draft, like, no matter wherever he identifies his guy is, like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a name that nobody's thinking of, bro. But I'd definitely be cool with Hugh Jackson coming in, because if there's one thing Hugh Jackson's good at, he might not be a good head coach, but he knows how to get the best out of his skill players, bro. You know what I mean? He definitely knows how to he's not one of them trying to fit square pegs in a round holes type of offensive guys, dude. He fits his scheme around his players. I mean, you go back and yeah, exactly. You go back and look at when he was with us, dude. Like, Darren McFadden was having the best year of his career before he got hurt. Darius Hayward-Bay, who was a nobody, had the best year of his career. Fucking Jason Campbell was lighting it up. Denarius Moore was lighting it up. And those guys were all just, you know, in all honesty, like role player type guys. Like, Darius Hayward-Bay was a first round pick, but he wasn't like a legit number one receiver. He was looking like a legit number one receiver with Hugh Jackson, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So I'm gonna give you some career history background for Hugh Jackson, bro. Yeah, I mean, so in 1987 is when he started, and he started at Pacific as a graduate assistant. He coached wide receivers, running backs, and special teams coach. Right.
University of Pacific.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he coached with John Gruden, bro, at University of Pacific. Because that's
87 to 89. Then he went to
GOP's
Cal
in
State.
Stockton.
He went to Cal State Fullerton from 1990 to 91. He coached running backs and special teams. Then he went to the London Monarchs in 91. He coached running backs. Arizona State from 92 to 94, running backs. Arizona State, 1995, quarterbacks coach. He went to Cal in 96, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. SC in 97, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. SC in 98 to 99, offensive coordinator and running backs coach. SC 2000, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. Redskins 2000 2001, running backs coach, offensive coordinator in 2003 for the Redskins. Cincinnati Bengals 04 to 06, wide receivers. Atlanta Falcons 07, offensive coordinator. Baltimore Ravens 08 to 09, quarterbacks coach. Oakland Raiders 2010, offensive coordinator. Head coach of the Raiders in 2011. Cincinnati Bengals 2012, secondary assistant and special teams assistant coach. Cincinnati Bengals running back coach in 2013. Cincinnati Bengals 2014-2015 offensive coordinator. Cleveland Browns head coach from 2016 to 2018. Cincinnati Bengals 2018 a special assistant head coach. Tennessee State 2021 offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. Grambling from 2022 to 2023 head coach.
I'm with it. Because and the reason why, even more of the reason why I say I'm with it, is because I like to think about the hypotheticals and then what happens if Antonio Pierce ain't the dude. You could either slide Hugh, you know what I'm saying? Hugh could be our head coach, or you could slide Marvin Lewis in and we would still be solid as a team.
I wouldn't say he sucks. You know what I mean? I would say he hasn't had a whole lot of talent. I mean, when Hugh was here, he made a bad choice to go get Carson Palmer. But before all of that, we was on the right track. We was doing good. So I'm not saying bring him in as the head coach. I said bring him in as the offensive coordinator.
No, I that's what I'm saying.
I'm
but
talking to the chat. You know what I mean?
God.
I'm talking to the chat. I'm saying bring him in as an offensive coordinator, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I'm talking about in the tone of, if we go into a situation like it happened like McDaniels, where in the middle of the season we need an interim. Well, hey, you got two guys. Pick offense or defense. Which one you want to pick? Who's going to take over from there? That both have head coaching experience.
For sure, Ben. I appreciate you pulling up, man, and chatting it up with us, man. He said 9 a.m. tomorrow. For sure. If I'm up, I'm up. You know what I mean? If I'm not, I always catch at least the part of the reruns. You know what I mean? Throughout the day, I catch people's shows throughout the day, their reruns, if I don't catch their lives. But man, I don't know. Like right now, the only thing that I'm worried about is a follow-up performance, man. You know what I mean? That's all I want to see is a follow-up performance, bro. I want to see them come out. Now that I know this offense can score, bro, I want to see some points put up, bro. I'm not asking for another game like this, a 63 routing or anything. I'm not asking for that, bro. You know what I mean? What I'm asking is for you to now live up to the standard that, at least live up halfway to the standards that you put forth tonight. You know what I mean? With your efforts and the way that you played tonight. I know you have it in you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I know you have a damn near perfect game in you, bro. It wasn't a 300. If we was equating it to bowling, it wasn't a 300. You know what I mean? There was some mistakes made. Some things happened. But, bro, I don't think it gets in. I don't think it gets any closer, you know what I mean, than that. Herm Edwards was the head coach at ASU, not Lewis. For sure. I got you. I got you. I corrected myself. I made a mistake, but it happens. You know, it happens. But yeah. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? We'll definitely see what happens. It was 63 points tonight. It was a great game, both sides of the ball. Almost mistake free. You know what I mean? Penalties are mistakes. I don't think we had a shitload of them, but we had a couple. But had we had none, if we had no penalties, I would have put it at a 99%. But because we gave up some points, which was garbage ass points, I ain't even worried about that. And we had a few penalties. I'm gonna have to put it at a 95% perfect game, bro. I think that was a 95% perfect game. It was beautiful to watch. It was amazing. I was thrilled. That's how you start off a motherfucking week, bro. If they gonna put you on Thursday night, the first game of the week, well, that's how you should come out and fucking play, bro. You got the whole world watching you because it's Thursday night. Yep. I guarantee you that's the best Thursday night game of the year. I guarantee you that's the best Thursday night game of the year, bro.
Not for the Chargers.
I think just in general, bro. Even the halftime of the announcers talking, bro, was probably like the most comical halftime I've ever seen, bro. It had to be
they was
one
on
of the most comical. Bro, they was calling for that man's job at halftime. You know what I mean? And they somehow managed to put up half of what we had in the first half. Just half of what we had in the first half. You know what I mean? 63-21. I mean, it don't. If you just wake up in the morning and look at the box score, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, 63-21. But if you watch the game, I mean, you're gonna be like, damn, they got their ass whooped. But if you watch the game, you're gonna be like, damn, that was an ass whooping, bro. Them was garbage time touchdowns, bro. Believe me, they didn't have any points to the second half. If you just go look at the first half alone, it was 42-0. That person would be like, God, well, 42-0 first half. First half, bro, it was 21-0 in the first 10 minutes.
They gave him the work.
Bro, they came out. Hey, look, bro, they came out and literally snatched the life from the Chargers in the first 10 minutes of the game, bro. They came out and snatched the life from the Chargers in the first 10 minutes of the game, bro. That rookie was like, yeah. Remember Office Space? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and need you to yeah. Because that's all the quarterback was doing until
he surprised me though. Because I really thought that he only did it a couple of times. He actually squeaked out of the line because he can run. He can use his legs, but he didn't do it a lot. I thought he was going to do it a whole lot more, and he didn't. So I don't know what that was about, but
well, towards the end of the game, he had to because his linemen were dropping, bro. His linemen were dropping, so
yeah.
But
because they were on their, at the end of the game, they were like on their backup center and backup tackle or something like that. Yeah, it was really beat up. But we already know that's the Chargers' MO anyway. They strength and conditioning over there need to get Everybody need to get they need to rebuild their strength and conditioning over there. Because they for some reason they players can't stay healthy.
Man, cannot.
But yeah, you know what, and maybe, and you're probably gonna do the same thing that I'm about to do, but you know, watch the game again. But like, I'm gonna be watching the game to see like who I could put, you know, like, dang, that person didn't play well. Because right now on top of my head, I can't even think of like somebody that didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say Meek a little bit, but can you really put that on the Meek? Can you put it on the safeties? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I gotta really like go back and be like, okay, that person, because you at no matter what the score is, everybody didn't play a perfect game. You know what I'm saying? So who was it that could have played a little better than what they did?
I would share the blame with Meek, Paul Mall, and was that Merrick that was on that other play? Those three, they had two bad plays. You know what I mean? They had two bad plays. That's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They had two bad plays, and you know, they combined for two bad plays basically. And if you go look at the tape, you'll see. You know what I mean? The safety was supposed to drop up over the top, and they didn't. You know what I mean? They bit on the fake, and you know, Meek got caught out of position. So, and that shit happens. You know what I mean? That shit happens. But you know, I feel like he did more good than he did bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for the simple fact that, bro, we was up, nigga. I don't give a bro. You can give up 1-2 touchdowns. I don't give a shit, bro. You have 63 fucking points. Doesn't matter if you give up a little bit. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Those was garbage time touchdowns, bro. And I really don't give a shit. He did his job early in the game. You know what I mean? He was doing his job early in the game. So
Robinson need to look at the ball though. I'll say that. Now, and I'm not talking about Meek. I'm talking about what's his name? Janarius Robinson or what? Robinson from the D line. Yeah. He kept jumping off sides. You know what I'm saying? Encroachment. So he got to do better on that.
Got to do better on that. Well, man, I appreciate you as always, my brother. You know what I mean? We have reached that time limit, hour and a half. And we're gonna let the people go ahead and, you know, get their rest in, get ready for tomorrow. Let the people know what you got going on before we roll up out of here.
Raider Nation, you guys witness history. You know what I'm saying? Tonight with the Thursday night football game. If you have not, go watch the highlight. If you have not, they will, trust me, they gotta talk about this game. So you guys witness history. If you guys are on, you know, Life of the Nation, hi, my name is Raider Twan. I actually do YouTube content. Earlier today, I actually did a podcast with my co-partner Eric from the SC Raiders Talk 2 for One Nation podcast. We do that every Thursday. I do lives at random. I do co-hosting with people like my brother here, Dirty, and then I do my own lives myself. So definitely you do not want to miss that and be a part of the greatest YouTube chat possible, and they are called The Congregation. They are the best chat available to YouTube, and that's at Raider Twan, The Congregation. So come be a part of the congregation and quit playing with yourself. I know it's late, but quit playing with yourself and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, as for me, I'm gonna tell you guys like this, man. What you witnessed today was a team that came out and made a statement. They told you today that they have not given up. They still have a lot of fight left in them. They are going to give everything that they have for this coach, AP. I don't see how you can ignore it. I think the brother deserves the job. I'm not saying that he's going to coach us up to 63 points every game, but just for the fact that in this game, we put up more points than we've ever put up in the history of our franchise, bro. And for players to respond in such a fashion is a huge statement, bro. It's a huge statement. Some people don't like AP. Some people don't like Aiden O'Connell. Look, I don't care about a resume. I care about production. I don't need you to be the greatest in the world. I just need you to produce in a time when I need you to produce, which is every week when it comes to football. I need you to go out there and produce every week. But today we saw the fact that we played damn near a perfect game today. Few key mistakes, but for the most part, just a really, 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 really damn good display of football tonight. From the offense, which we've been screaming at, where are they? Where are the touchdowns? I mean, God, they gave us touchdowns tonight. They gave us plenty of touchdowns tonight, man, to make a statement at their own home. And next game's Christmas Day. We take on the Kansas City Chiefs, 10 a.m. So till then, well, not till then, I'll probably be back within that time frame. But till then, let's enjoy this wonderful, wonderful feat of accomplishment, historical record book. Just a fabulous display of football by the Las Vegas Raiders. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, 50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing. I thank you. I appreciate you for being here, as always. No matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Raider Nation YouTube, go get your mother. Black,